ADA, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, if we refer to our analysis, we put the virtual line here. I mean, we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we need to wait for the breakout, or even we mentioned we have to wait for the breakout of the top, like we look for buy. Actually, if we follow based on the breakout of this top, we get the small correction here. Mostly we will see based on 15 minute. This is where we could look for buy. Exactly, this is what I was expecting. I mentioned breakout of the top, small flag. And the another option was, we mentioned we wait for the breakout of this trend line. Actually, this is what we get. All right, anyone is in the trade, whether from here or there. No, I think they are in the trade. I mean, they should at least move their stop loss to break even if they want a full continuation. The another one, we mentioned we can have entry above the top. Okay, anyone is having entry above here or here? No, I think at least since they are in the correction, they take out in the break even. Okay, no one is what's the next and how we should look for. What we can look for. If we move to daily chart, we can see within 1 day we have this sharp move. We want to see whether this is a continuation to break the top or not. Okay, and in this case, if we move to forward chart, all right, if you remember, if we refer to our analysis, I put this line here. I mentioned if there is a breakout of the top, this top, this is what we're expecting. As we can see, the price almost near to the what we were expected, then reverse. No, the only thing is whether this is a correction for continuation or not, and how we can trade it. Okay, whether this is the, because in our analysis after we get the breakout of this low, we mentioned maybe we can put this one as a correction, and this is the last move. But one thing we need to mention, I mean, to see there, if this is the only last move, or because if we want to put this one in relative to this is only one move. That's why when the price was here, we mentioned if we get within this correction, if we get one more drop, we can expect the price to come to 0.9, because at that time so we will have a 1 to 3, and at least this is a one, that this wave is including the three parts, and we can consider as a, I mean, we can compare, I mean, put in relative to this. That's why we mentioned if we get this move, the next move we can confirm. But right now, this is what we get. What I want to say is that if you want to look for new trade, we have to wait for the correction for continuation. Okay, in case this correction become more complex and the price can give us one more drop. But mostly when we have this kind of the sharp move, we look for continuation. All right. Now, in this case, as we can see, the price broke the lowest, and now we get the reversal. The only thing is you want to see how we can look for next trade. Okay, in this case, if I move to 1 hour chart, based on 1 hour chart right now, we don't have any trade set up. Okay, that's mean this correction we have is not, whatever we have right now, we cannot trade it. The only way is to have entry above the top, which is very risky. The best thing is we wait and we get more complex correction for continuation. And if we see any, whether from here, if this one start to move similar to what I draw here, or if we get any sharp move with the flag, then we should know that we will get a reversal. Okay, by the way, right now we cannot look for buy. Anyone is in the buy from here or this correction, at least start to manage. And if anyone get the entry above the top, as I mentioned, they should take out the trade. They shouldn't stay with the trade right now. Okay, they should look for another trade. I mean, they should wait for bigger correction for continuation if we get the trade set up. As I mentioned, the only question is whether this is the last wave or not. Or we can put this one as the last wave, and this is the only correction, internal correction. Okay, if we look at the chart in this way, we have this one, 1, 2, 3, and this is the last, and this is the internal. Then we can see this is the start of the up move. By the way, we don't need to care about all these things, okay? Because right now we get the breakout of the top, and what we want for the continuation, we need to get the correction. This is what we can see. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If right now we don't have any trade setup. If I get any trade setup for continuation for trade, then I will share. Okay, and here based on 15 minutes, still we can expect the price for one move to break the top. If we get the next move down, we will look at this. Any reversal we can look for buy. That means we can get the trade set up, but it doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. And if there is a continuation from this top, For example, if the price continue from here with the breakout of the top, any flag we can look for continuation. This is the only way if there is a continuation based on what we have right now. Okay. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.